Yeah, this episode's not going to suck like the last 100 or so. This one's going to rock with the nice guys on business.
I'm going to put a poll up on the Facebook group today, okay? And the poll is either going to be A, hey, Strick, why are you picking on Doug? He's just doing his random thing that he does all the time. Or B, hey, Doug, did you forget your medication? What the hell are you randomly going off on today? Strickland, please do your best to rein him in. You know, we could just toss this whole episode, but then we'd have nothing to... Hey, happy 4th of July, happy holiday. Maybe nobody's listening because it's the holiday. I hope. We can only hope. So I guess we're going to post this and just cross our fingers that nobody listens.
Yeah, let's make the title, Don't Listen to This One.
I can't imagine anyone that would hear this episode and go, you know what? I didn't really like them before, but now they're pretty fucking good. I think I'm going to recommend them to my friends.
Hey, I was just thinking maybe this show we do something different. Maybe it, not suck. The Nice Guys apologize for any inconvenience that this podcast has caused anyone. By the way, is there anyone listening who knows how to fly a plane? Need an education on how to grow your business? The Nice Guys are here to help. Learn about great customer service, networking, and how just being nice can help you prosper. Now, here are your hosts, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So for the 64% of U.S. listeners that we have, the downloads that we have, Happy Independence Day, 4th of July. For the other 36% who are not in the United States, we're sorry about Donald Trump. And that's really all I can say. We have nothing else to say. I can't even apologize enough.
We are really sorry, but we are celebrating our independence. Is it our independence from England? Mar, would you know this?
I think so.
Yeah. Does anybody know any longer what the purpose of most of these holidays are? Does anybody really know?
Hot dogs, beer, and hamburgers?
Yeah, all I know is on the highway signs now it says baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and sober driving. That's all the highway signs that are above. Sometimes it's challenging to remember the exact purpose of any of the holidays. I mean, obviously this is the Independence Day, so that would be an obvious holiday, right?
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
Doug.
Yeah.
My name is Strickland Bonner.
Yeah.
On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler.
Yeah.
And joining us today, our executive producer, even though she has not officially accepted the position yet, it's Mar.
Hi, guys.
Before you get too off the rails, I just want to make sure everybody knows who we are. Because you're already completely off the rails and are jumping into a topic that is not even on the topic list. And we have a lot of really good topics.
Well, okay. No, we're not going to get to any of them. We're telling you that ahead of time. We have a lot of great topics. I want to get to many of them, but I want to discuss this whole holiday thing. This whole we don't really appreciate, respect, and fully understand and fully value the holidays that we are actually celebrating. Is the 4th of July a holiday that is that we just assume it's a day that we take off of work, or do we? It didn't happen so long ago in 1776 that we actually founded our independence. So can't we just take a moment and just enjoy the fact that we can podcast now today and say anything that we want because of Independence Day? Would that have anything to do with it or nothing?
That's how I'm feeling right now, Doug. Like, I gotta tell you, dude, I love you, but all right. Where the fuck
Here's where we're going with this. Here's where we're going.
Like,
when you think Independence Day, let me make my point. When you think Independence Day, what do you think? Are you thinking? You're thinking
the
probably
signing of the Declaration of Independence.
No, you're fucking not. You're being a big liar right now. You're not. What do you think when you think 4th of July?
Oh, me personally?
Yeah.
I think about having the day off and grilling out hamburgers and hot dogs.
Mar, what do you think when you think of Independence Day?
Parades? I don't know.
Yeah, Mar might go with parades. All right. Barbecues, maybe like fairs, picnics, concerts, baseball games, family reunions.
Yeah.
Does anybody Does anybody go to the Declaration of Independence?
So, Doug, what you're trying to say is that we're not respecting the meaning of the holiday enough. Is that what you're trying to say?
It's watered down.
No. I enjoy a parade. I enjoyed a parade as much as anybody does. I just think that like holidays like Memorial Day, Veterans Day, Independence Day, Martin Luther King Day, I think that people just assume that this is a day that they're just going to get off of work, and it's not just a day. Does anybody? I mean, my wife shoved a couple of flags in the front yard, and that's our Independence Day. Okay, all right, that's great, fine. Let's just move on, okay? Let's not talk about the 13 original colonies, the independence. Let's not talk about the all of that. Let's just move on. You're right, Strickland. Let's just talk about other stuff.
I just don't know when this became a podcast on American history, or one where we were flying the flag and saying how great the country is and how appreciative we are of our veterans or of all the people that fought. I mean, we are, okay. That is one thing I'm not making fun of. I'm not saying like, we're not proud of our veterans, but that's not really the focus of this podcast, is it, Doug?
Yeah. No, it really isn't. I mean, and really, the focus of July 4th being the Day of Independence really isn't the day that we have declared our independence. It really was August 2nd of 1776, which is really when the Declaration of Independence was officially signed. So I don't even know why we necessarily celebrate on July 4th anyway.
So what is July 4th then? Because apparently this is now a podcast about American history. Now that you know that August 2nd was actually the day that the Declaration
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know exactly why it was celebrated on. Let's see. Let me look it up. Hold on a second. Okay.
Well, how do you know that it was the Declaration of Independence was actually signed on August 4th?
I think that that's one of those facts that's stuck in my mind from like being a guy that probably had to take that as a part of a test at some point, or maybe singing in a song in 5th grade chorus or something. I don't know.
Do I need to load Lee Greenwood, Proud to be an American,
hold
into
on.
our
Let's look at it. Let's see. Independence Day, also referred to as the 4th of July or July 4th, is a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the adoption of the Declaration of Independence 241 years ago on July 4th. The Continental Congress declared that the 13 American colonies regarded themselves as a new nation. Okay, the Congress actually voted to declare independence 2 days earlier. See, here's another thing. So Congress voted 2 days earlier on July 2nd to be the day that our independence was officially declared. But the Declaration of Independence was not signed until actually a month later on August 2nd. So what the hell? Like, why July 4th? Why couldn't it just be a floating holiday?
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to This American History. That's right, we are correcting American history on the Nice Guys today. What the fuck, Doug?
I don't
Seriously.
know. Am I being a downer right now? I'm just trying to
You
understand.
are totally... Hey, Mar,
Yeah.
you're the executive producer. Please, do you think that we should continue along this path, or is Doug being a downer and like on. Have we just lost listeners? Because you know what, I'm not going to give my opinion, which obviously I've already given. So please, Mar, you need to be the not the negotiator,
the ballast. You need to be the ballast, whatever.
No, what do they call it? The person that is the
ballast.
The swing vote. She needs to be.
No, who is the person that, not the negotiator, what do they call that?
Hey, Mar, do your people
Moderator?
Mar, do your people celebrate Independence Day?
Your people?
My people.
Oh my God.
My
really,
people.
Doug? Are you?
Because I represent my people.
Right.
My Californians.
Right.
Californians
Exactly.
celebrate 4th of July.
Thank you, Mar. Exactly where I was going.
Mar, you're from your descent. Do you Mar, do you celebrate the 4th of July?
From my descent into hell? What? My descent?
Yeah, Mar, do you realize when you joined the show that you were going straight to hell? You realize that, right?
Yes.
Your heritage, Mar. Your heritage. What holidays do you celebrate that we
Oh my
don't?
Gosh. Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah, can
No,
just
we
start
celebrate it
this
in
episode
California,
over,
just so
please?
you know.
You do?
I know.
Are you
Start over.
officially a Californian?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know what they do in California to celebrate? They basically they light up a joint and they smoke it on the street because they're allowed to. All right, and they're not going to get arrested.
Wait,
for
I
it.
hear that Mar doesn't do that. Mar, do you do that?
Do what?
Uh-oh.
What is it?
You know, I found out a lot of things. I found out last week that Pat Perdue was having some issues with it at home. I found out this week that Mar smokes pot. What else goes on?
What?
Excuse
Who said
me?
that?
I'm pretty sure that you wait a minute. You didn't deny it, did you?
I didn't even hear you guys. What?
Didn't hear the question.
She had no idea what the topic even was.
What did you say?
I can't remember what I said anymore.
Strick.
You know, I made the comment like, what do you do on the 4th of July in California? I said, you go outside and light up a joint and walk around with it because you can't get arrested for it. But I think Mar didn't even hear that comment.
I got
and you
it.
just jumped in with, so it was like, hey, Mar, so do you do that? Oh, you're not denying it. So I guess you are a big fucking pothead, huh? Right? Oh my God.
Never done
Doug,
that. Never done
really?
Are we going to just stop? Hold on 1 second.
Okay, go ahead. I'm ready.
I think we need a little. Okay,
that.
we're gonna take a little pause here. Like, Doug,
Yeah.
have you taken your medication this morning?
No, I haven't.
What the fuck are you doing? Where are you going today? We've been ranting for 10 minutes about the 4th of July, and now you're talking about Mar's heritage, which, Mar, you were born in the United States, if I remember correctly. Is that right?
Well, actually,
Mar?
technically, no.
See?
Okay.
Technically, no.
All right. Where were you born, Mar?
Korea.
Okay. That's fine. Nothing wrong with being born in Korea. I was just making a reference to it.
I know. Wait, maybe I shouldn't say that on the air because I'm an immigrant. Shh! Don't tell anybody.
Oh my
might
God!
get in
Yes, that's
trouble.
right. That Trump is going to come and find you, and
Wait a
we're going to
second.
hunt you
I have
down.
questions.
We're going to
I have questions about
track
this.
your IP address.
Can I understand how this works? Because I really don't know. We'll talk in hypotheticals. How about that?
No.
Does that work? Hypothetically, if somebody that was on the show, not you or me, Strickland, but somebody that might be joining us on the show, if hypothetically that person was not born in the United States, what is the process of becoming? Now that we're speaking of independence, this is good. This is part of the process here. What's the process of becoming a United States citizen if you're not born in the United States, but you are, but you move here? What hypothetically, Mara? When would one have moved to the United States?
Whenever they want.
Yeah. So would one typically move to the United States if one moves here as a young child, for example? Is it a challenging process to get a?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
American
Naturalization.
citizenship.
Yes. Of course. You have to get your citizenship right. Right. It's a very long
Mar,
process.
you know what? Obviously, we're not talking hypotheticals. Mar, are you an American citizen?
Yes.
And how long have you been an American citizen?
Oh wait, it's going in and out. I can't hear you.
Oh, I said, how long have you been an American citizen? Like, when were you granted your citizenship? How old were you?
Oh, like when I was a baby. I mean, it was
Okay.
a long time ago. So yeah.
Okay, so many, many years ago. So,
Well,
Doug,
not that many.
Mar grew up at least, if it was when you were a baby, let's call it at least 18 years ago. Like, Mar, you are legal drinking age, and we will go no further than that talking about your age. Is that
Thank you,
fair?
love.
Is that a fair statement to make?
That is
Yes,
correct.
you're a sweetheart. Thank you.
Okay, good enough. So, suffice to say, Doug, that Mar has basically spent most of her adult and child life here in the United States, even though she was born in Korea. I'm sure, Mar, you probably consider your Korean heritage, but you consider yourself an American. Like, you've spent your whole life here, right?
Yeah.
Do you celebrate?
Exactly.
Do you celebrate any of the Korean holidays? What are the Korean? I don't even know a Korean holiday. Is there? This is my ignorance as an American. Are there several holidays that are celebrated by Koreans?
There are several holidays that are celebrated by Koreans.
Is there? Why are you answering this like you're being interrogated? I'm curious. What are the holidays?
You know, we're trying to actually get Mar to say yes if we ask her to be our executive producer, and I don't think you're going down a good path. I don't know that.
I'm just trying to find. I'm curious now. I'm just asking questions out of curiosity. What are?
Oh no! Don't
Hey,
ask
Doug,
these questions now. We want to
Doug,
hear
do
about
you-
your topics.
Do you know, Doug? Do you know what your heritage is? Like, however many generations back it may be.
Yeah, I think my parents. I think my grandparents or even my great grandparents immigrated from, I think it was Russia at the time.
Russia?
I think they were Russian Jews. I think so.
Doug, are there Russian holidays that you celebrate?
Well, if I was the one that was a child and born in Russia and moved over here, I might be able to answer that question more intelligently. I think, from my perspective, the only holidays that are celebrated by my Russian Jewish heritage family is the holiday of vodka. and I celebrate that almost every weekend, sometimes daily. I believe there is a spin-off holiday called a Cosmo that is a part of it.
Okay, I am taking executive privilege and spinning the wheel because I know.
Oh my God!
If Mar wasn't so polite and she actually had access to the wheel, she would probably do that.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Do you know what I'm hearing Mar not saying from like an episode from like a month ago?
What?
Focus. Come on, guys. Let's focus. Let's focus,
Okay.
guys.
All
Is that
right.
right, Mar? Is that what you're saying? She's got her mic muted now. Now she's like embarrassed to even be on the show, and that's where you went, Doug. That is all of where you went.
It's just like me to alienate somebody else.
True. Good point. Mar, are you still with us? I see the mic is muted. I don't know if she's like stepped away.
I'm here. I was laughing at you.
Well, if you're laughing, you have to leave the mic open because we have to know that you're laughing and not offended, right? Like, wasn't there an ad one time that was like it was for a bad cell phone company, right? And the guy calls the girl, and the guy's like,
Oh yeah,
like, baby, like, are we okay? Are we having problems? And the girl says, what are you talking about? I love you. Everything's terrific. And he's like, baby, are you there? I don't hear you. So you're breaking up with me? And she's going, everything's fine. What are you talking about? I'm right here. What are you talking about? Oh my God, I can't believe you're breaking up with me. And he hangs up on her, and it's like, because it was a bad connection, right? Like, Mar, if you're laughing, we're like, oh my God, you really offended her. She's run off. She's like she's getting a drink right now. We've completely offended her. She'll never talk to us again. Oh no, my mic was just muted. It's okay.
So there's one thing that I've discovered about Mar. First of all, she will never interrupt anybody as they're talking. So unless you completely leave a wide open gap for her to fill in something, she's not going to interrupt. And the second thing is that Mar, you never like being in the spotlight, do you?
No. I'm behind the scenes.
It's really hard. I mean, I know we've thrust you into this role rather than you wanting to be here. But.
I should probably clarify too, because of course I sent our link out about 15 minutes before we recorded.
Yeah.
I said, hey guys, we're recording in 15 minutes. Sorry for the late notice, right? And Mar emails back while we're recording our intros, like about 15 minutes in. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I missed it. I slept late. And of course, it's totally my fault. I mean, I didn't give you any kind of warning, right? But I took that as, hey, you want to join on. So we're like, hey, cool, we're getting ready to finish our intros. You should jump on. And of course, what I was thinking, in other words, what I was hearing and what I was hoping was that, hey, we want to get Mar on the show because we love having Mar contributing to the show. What Mar may have been saying, even though this isn't what I heard, and please correct me if this is the case, Mar, what Mar may have been saying was, I love listening in while you guys record your shows. It doesn't necessarily mean I want to be part of it, but I'd love to listen in. Is that what you were really trying to say, Mar?
Yeah, well, I had not had my coffee yet, so I was like, uh-oh. It's like I'm not even awake. So, yeah, it was pretty short notice, and I'm like, okay, I'll jump on, but I didn't know if you wanted me to talk, and I'm like, I'll definitely listen, but I didn't know if you had anything special in mind.
Well, we
Mar,
totally
so-
love it when you talk,
topics.
but we don't want to force you to do it either if you don't really want to.
But since you're talking, so can we ask you a couple of questions? Is that okay? Since you're not,
Oh, just jump on me now.
As long as it has
since-
nothing to do with Korean holidays, yes.
No, nothing to do with Korean holidays. I now have figured out that probably is a very sensitive subject for some reason for you, Mar. But that's okay. I get that. Mar, so it's 3 hours earlier. So we're recording this on early one morning. And is this are you okay, Mar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Mar's funny. Mar must be talking to somebody. I think she had a sleepover guest
No,
again,
I said
Strickland.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
Again, she never even confirmed the first time that she had a sleepover guest. You just love not hearing an answer, and so that is confirmation enough to you.
What?
It's like, hey,
Yeah,
Mar,
you
did
make
you have a
up your
sleepover
own
guest?
stories.
Oh,
Mar, what
no.
kind of pajamas do you wear?
Oh, Lord. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm trying to create a visual for people, Mar. You know how I like my details.
Well, I have a face for podcasting, so you're really not supposed to know what I look like. And
You totally do not. You're a cutie.
Yes. No, I'm behind the scenes. Anyway, you don't want to know, my dryer has been eating all my pajamas, so I'm like literally wearing a tank top right now because I have no nightgowns or anything. It's like they get shredded in there, so I have to improvise.
Maybe your landlord is purposely creating dryers that shred for the cameras that are in the house.
Oh my God. Whoa! Mr. Doug. What's going on in your head?
I don't know,
This is
Mar.
literally your stream of consciousness, but what's going on in your head? Seriously.
Totally. That's exactly where it is. Exactly.
Can we get to the topics?
Yeah, come on. Strickland's upset.
Strickland wants
get on track.
Hey, Strick, did you add any topics to the topics wheel?
I might have, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to do a fast read because it is Tuesday's episode.
Apparently, you live for the speed read, so yes, I will do that right now.
I live for the speed read. Okay, I'm ready. Since we're not going to be able to talk about either Korean heritage or Mars pajama habits, I guess we're going to have to actually get to something that's even more off the rails. Okay,
Executive producer Mar, are you okay with doing the speed read? Jumping into the speed read?
I don't have the list. And I don't know if I can read it as fast.
I can put it into the chat. I just wanted to make sure that, as the executive producer, that you were okay with me getting into this, so we can avoid
Mar was
everything
thinking
else.
that you were asking her to do the speed read, Strickland.
No, not at all. I was just asking for your permission to do.
Oh
the
yes,
speed
it's
read.
time. It's definitely time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm.
Hey, Strick,
that.
have you ever been to a dominatrix?
So I guess it's not time to do the speed read yet because Doug wants to know if I've
How
ever
does
been to a
that
dominatrix.
come out of that?
Because what Strickland was saying, it was like he was asking permission. So I was feeling like, Strick, you very rarely ask me permission for anything. You just do what you want to do. But now that Mar is here, our executive producer, you are asking permission. So I figured that maybe, I don't know, and then my brain started going to somewhere else. So
on our Friday intro, we were talking about Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And Doug jumped into, hey, you know that guy that does the voiceovers for the Harry Potter audiobooks? He does all the voices. Did you know that?
Did you know that, Mar?
How the hell did you go from Winnie the Pooh to that? And by the way, he didn't even say audiobooks. He just said, the guy that reads Harry Potter, he does all the voices. I'm like, what kind of random crap are you
Hey,
talking
Nice Guy
about?
community, do you feel like Strickland is picking on me just because I'm having just a diarrhea of the mouth moment? That's normally how my brain works. Whether Mar is here or not, I just say what I want. Now that Mar is here, it just gives me a different target to focus on.
Okay, I'm gonna put a poll up on the Facebook group today. Okay.
Right.
And the poll is either going to be A, hey, Strick, why are you picking on Doug? He's just doing his random thing that he does all the time.
Right.
Or B, hey, Doug, did you forget your medication? What the hell are you randomly going off on today? Strickland, please do your best to rein him in.
Uh-huh. I am going to go with letter A.
Well, you're welcome to, but I want to hear what our FunkNfans say because... Dude, you and I have done a lot of episodes, and I'm telling you, you are far more off the rails than normal and going in very strange places today that I don't think we should be going.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to have the results. Well, we have the results as of, let's see, this airs on Tuesday, so you're actually going to post this poll on Tuesday?
Exactly. I'll put
This
it on the
is fun.
Facebook group on Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm dying to hear what our listeners think because, like I said, perception is reality. I could be totally wrong. Maybe I'm just in a weird place today, but I'm telling you, I think you're going some very weird,
Well, you are in
strange places
Orlando.
today.
You are using a headset microphone, and you are out of your element. I'm in the same spot that I normally am, so I have to tell you that from my perspective, I'm just doing the same thing that I would always do, which is have a fucking conversation.
Are we ready for the speed read now?
Yeah, go ahead. Read it.
Mar, are you okay with me doing the speed read now?
Yes, sir.
She's already given you permission to do it. Remember, Strickland?
Yeah, she did, and then you interrupted with the whole dominatrix thing.
So you felt like there was an expiration to the reading of the speed read. So now you needed to.
Exactly.
All
And
right.
by the way, Doug, because I know that when you don't get an answer, you like to take that as a confirmation. Officially, my answer is no. I have never been to a dominatrix. I have never
I was going to bring it up on Thursday. I was going to bring it up on Thursday. Remember when you said that you'd been to a dominatrix? Okay. All right. Do the speed read. Let's get into it. Let's go.
But I will say that if I had ever been to one, I probably wouldn't admit it on the show. But no, I never have been to one.
Oh, you totally would.
Not my thing. But there are other crazy things that I've done that I will not admit to on the show, but that's not one of them.
Well, is it because of it's not because they're illegal, because they aren't, are they?
No, not at all. No.
Is it
In
because
fact,
of the?
I've heard. It's funny that you mentioned it because obviously you interviewed a dominatrix once, and I've been listening to Dan Savage's Savage Lovecast, and he talked to and on the guys we fucked too. I think they interviewed a dominatrix once. There are a number of places, like a number of them in New York, but obviously they're all over the country. I think they interviewed somebody that was in LA that does this. And one of the specific rules that they have at these places is no sexual contact. Like, in other words, these places are very straight up, very forward, very honest, and they specifically say, look, if there is sexual contact, then that's prostitution. We can't do that. And apparently they're very strict with it. So yeah, there are like women and men that do it or go into these places and like want to be, maybe want to be whipped or want to be tied up or want to be abused in some way, but in a non-sexual
saying
way.
That there's no sexual contact when you go to a dominatrix is like saying that you go to what do you call the places, the Asian spas, looking for a massage. Are you kidding
but you
me?
See, I think you're showing your ignorance of it. And by the way, until I heard these interviews in the last couple of months, I would have thought the same thing.
Okay, all right.
But apparently, again, not to insult you, like showing your ignorance,
you're
showing your lack of knowledge, which I was in exactly the same place a couple months ago until I happened to hear these interviews. But no, seriously, there are people that pay good money to like have, things done to them, but not sexual. Like they're not allowed to have any sexual contact at all. Okay, but they still do this. And they really enjoy it.
It's interesting that you say that because I think that you would have to draw the definition. You'd have to outline what the definition of sexual contact is.
Right. Right. And they do have very specific definitions. I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that it is not an erotic encounter. In other words, I think people that do this do find it very sexually stimulating and they find it very erotic, but they don't cross that line of sexual contact.
Well, there is a whole, the whole world of defining when it comes to what is considered erotic behavior, because you could have someone that has a foot fetish and touching someone's foot or giving a foot massage would be completely like normal. Like I could walk into I've never had have you ever gone to had a pedicure?
I think I did one time ages ago. Yeah, why?
Okay, pedicure. That's feet, right?
Yeah,
feet?
yeah. But I'm not really. I don't. No, you know what? I don't think I ever have. But anyway, go ahead. Keep going.
So if my wife goes and gets a pedicure, part of the pedicure process is they'll do like a foot rub. Now, some people would that have foot fetishes might consider that a very erotic experience. Now, I don't necessarily. I think, for me, and then some people are completely repulsed by feet, and they're like, "Oh gosh, don't touch my feet. I don't want you to do that." Yeah. So it really is very interesting. It's all in the how you define it. It's kind of like the same thing with prostitution. I mean, I don't want to call anybody that's a dominatrix a prostitute at all, and I don't want to call anybody that is a pedicurist a prostitute at all either. But it is very interesting. It's not in the actual action, but it's in how we define the action.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's where do you draw the line? I mean, you can have a very erotic encounter without actually having a sexual act. I mean, you go to a strip club and you get a lap dance, right? And obviously, there's a line that they are not allowed to cross, and it's. Just because they're not crossing the line doesn't mean you're not having an erotic experience. You're just not having a sexual encounter, which would be illegal. I mean, if you go to Oriental place to get a massage, as long as you're getting a massage, it's okay.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Oops.
Yeah, come on. Did he just go racist? I mean, at least I'm a little bit more.
Hey, you're the one that brought it up first. All right, I'm just saying.
Dude,
if you go somewhere to get a massage, who knows what the ethnicity might be? But if you go somewhere,
I would like to go back and play back the last 30 seconds, and you
God.
discover the word that you use that I would say to you, fucking racist.
Oops. Yeah, you
right.
said the O word. You said the O word.
Yeah, I love it. See, I'm completely open with my ignorance. Strickland is actually...
People have said that to me so many times. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not a rug.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you. Finally, Strickland. That was the
don't
ultimate.
say that.
After Strickland,
it hurts my feelings. Don't say that.
We've been on the air for now, 15 or 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes by now. 29 of those 30 minutes it was, I'm completely feeling like, gosh, I'm trying to figure out how do I get out of saying anything or doing anything wrong. Strickland, thank you very much. You've completely erased any of my ignorance by creating.
So basically, like before I just said it, didn't you say it 2 or 3 times? Like it was okay for you to say it because you'd already dug your hole so deep?
No, I didn't say it.
Uh-oh.
I said, we can go back and listen to it. I said Asian spa.
Asian.
Yeah,
I see.
did.
Asian is okay, but Oriental is not.
No,
seriously.
No.
I'm not saying.
I don't have the beep button. The beep button. Pass me control.
Hey, you know what, Strick? I know when it was offensive because Mar actually came out of mute tell you.
No, but seriously, I'm asking the question. Like you said, Asian spa. Right?
That's fine.
And that's okay?
Yeah, totally fine.
But Oriental is not.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No, totally.
Okay.
That's very antiquated. That's very, I don't know, 40s, 50s, or 60s.
I don't know what that is, but I know that that's not PC.
Yeah, that's not considered PC. Exactly. Not that you have to be PC, but that one is, really bad. But
saying an Asian spa, like you're going to go get a rub and tug, that was okay. It's not, okay. Okay. I'm good. I'm being educated. It's all good.
I'm being educated.
It's such a fine line between stupid and offensive.
Hey, well,
Sorry.
last week you I can't remember the group that you alienated last week, but you alienated a group last week, or maybe I did. I probably did. Strick, between you and me, one of us is going to be offensive at some point. We don't mean to be. It's just completely our ignorance. And for Nice Guy community, we hope you tune in forever. We love you, and just know that this is us. We are trying very hard to be right. We just have a very tough time. It was our parents. It's our parents' fault. I'll blame it on Strickland, Daddy.
We could just
do the
toss
speed
this
read?
whole episode, but then we'd have nothing to...
Yeah.
Happy 4th of July, happy holiday. Maybe nobody's listening because it's the holiday. I hope. We can only hope because I am not recording this whole thing. I've got other stuff to do today. So I guess we're going to post this and just cross our fingers that nobody listens.
No, everybody was going to listen to it.
Let's make the title, don't listen to this one.
Don't do that.
The title is "Don't Listen to This Episode."
Oh gosh,
Please don't download this episode.
That'll totally be like the instigator for them to actually listen to the episode.
Oh my God!
Exactly, that's the point.
Well, we are 34 minutes in, so there's no way I'm going to do a speed read now.
I think you could title.
You have to do the speed read. My bingo board sucks. You have to do the speed read. I have no squares.
Even
really?
since we started the new show on Thursday?
I have a few, but you made my board too hard. I can't win.
Well, you could just request another one from Doug.
Oh,
He
interesting.
can send you another one if you don't like the one you got.
Wait,
is that
maybe
true?
I'll just reuse my old one. I'm going to reuse my old one.
Oh, you have two?
Well,
yeah,
the original
you sent me a few ones. Yes, the original.
Oh, I sent you samples or like the very first one?
No, you sent me the first one, and then you guys were mad, and you made them harder. And then my board's super hard.
No, we didn't make the board harder.
We didn't change the boards at all. You just happened to get a super hard one. Use your original one then. Who cares? Doesn't matter. We don't know which one we sent you when.
Okay, cool.
No, you can totally use your original if you want.
Yeah, I have no idea which one I sent you.
Okay.
By the way, that's one of the topics is we have no, as of the time we're recording this on Saturday, we have no bingo winner yet. We've actually gone 2 full episodes and nobody has called in to say they won bingo yet.
That's crazy. That really is. Since the first winner
game ended in 3 hours. Yeah.
Do you think that Paul actually is taking offense and he probably has won it 3 times over? No, wait. Did you have drinks with Paul last week?
I did.
How was that?
It was fun.
You have a good time?
We went to Vic's.
I saw a picture from you on the Slack group from that you went to Vic's Gastropub.
I got the right pronunciation of his name.
Oh, what is it?
I have it down. I'm going to say, I was going to do the list of
don't know
Patreon
it.
patrons today. No, I was going to do the list of
Yes.
Patreon patrons today because it's July 1st. Or actually July 4th now, isn't it?
Did you want to hold that till Thursday's show?
I
think
guess
that
so,
would-
because we're like so freaking long already on this one.
Well, we could make this the episode that no one listens to, and we'll make. What day is this? Is Tuesday? This is actually 4th of July, right?
Exactly, it is.
Oh, well, this is great. No one's going to be listening today.
That's what I was trying to say, is that hopefully nobody's actually listening.
Okay, let's do this. You know what you could do? You could just, if you have one of two choices. We're going to post a bonus episode to Tuesday. It's either going to be the entire episode that we just did, which is a complete shit show, or it's just going to be beep for 40 minutes. You choose. It's like the test pattern.
I'm not going to do that.
I remember when there was a station in Baltimore. This is probably, I want to say it was the 80s, maybe it was the 90s. A station in Baltimore changed formats, and they literally played the Copacabana for like a week. Back to back to back. They were trying to eradicate anyone that would possibly. This was before the days of XM and Sirius and everything else that was on. It was just the regular AM FM radio. So in FM radio, I think I'm trying to remember the name of the station. I think it actually was like 101.9. I believe that they used to be a harder rock station in Baltimore.
Okay.
And or maybe it was 104.3 or one of the stations, but they changed to an entire, like an adult contemporary station or whatever. And in order to drive as many people away from that station as possible, they put on Copacabana for a week solid, back to back to back.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I don't even remember why I brought that up. Oh, yeah, because we were talking about trying to drive the people away by doing a test pattern.
Do we ever have any reason that we do anything on the show?
No.
Except get out of here. I think we need to get out of here because we're like 38, 40 minutes or something in. Yeah.
Would this be a show that would encourage more subscriptions or less, do you think?
I can't imagine anyone that would hear this episode and go, you know what? I didn't really like them before, but now they're pretty fucking good. I think I'm going to recommend them to my friends.
No. They're going to say, here's $1 to stop recording this. Change it up.
Exactly. Have you ever been to the...
You obviously need help. Oh,
well, there's no doubt that we need help.
The dueling pianos.
Yes,
sometimes the dueling pianos, they will
yes.
get like a request for Piano Man, right?
Yep.
And somebody will, hey, here's $5 tip, play Piano Man, right? They'll start playing Piano Man, and the other guy will go, oh, I fucking hate that song. That's so terrible. And it's like, no, but somebody put $5 in. Do you want to hear it? It's like, so they'll keep playing it, and they'll be like, okay, guys, here's the deal. As soon as somebody gives us a $10 tip us $10 to stop playing it. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody will throw $10 in. Oh no, but other people like it. Hey, whoever puts 15 in, will keep playing it again. That's this episode. Basically, if we were actually doing this episode live, it would be, okay, as soon as we get $10 in Patreon patrons,
we'll move on to another subject.
We will stop this episode immediately, but you have to pay us to stop.
So I don't think you should tell any of the interesting and updated news about Patreon or anything else, because I think, or Amazon, because what you're saying is that you think that people have tuned out already and they're not going to want to listen to this.
God, I hope they've tuned out already. I mean, like, I'm serious. The title of this is going to be "Please Don't Listen to This Episode."
I like that.
No, it's going to be "Please Forgive Us." Please forgive us.
Or it's going to be "Please." See, Strick, last week, or maybe it was earlier this week, you had said to me, you're so looking forward to the recording of the episodes because you think that they're going to be great recordings. And what I'm thinking is that now you wish you had not said those words.
Phew. I'm hoping on Thursday we can redeem ourselves because this is really not good.
No, this is going to be good.
I was going to say, hey, listeners, if this is the first episode of ours that you've ever listened to, please don't take this as an indicator. But they will never have made it this far. I mean, there's no fucking way that anybody listening for the first time has made it this far.
Oh, I disagree with you. I disagree. I think that this is exactly what people want to hear. I think this is exactly where they want to go. And the person that, if you're listening to the show and you're still listening to it and you're like, no fucking way, Doug, you are so wrong. What I would say to you is this: you're still listening. You are still listening. So it is exactly. You're like, these guys, they can't possibly.
Hey, you know what? I got an idea.
Yeah, go
Hold
ahead.
on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, keep talking for a minute. I gotta pull this up. I have a great idea. Keep talking.
Okay.
I just need a minute.
All right. Well, what I was saying was that if you were saying that this show could not possibly get any worse, and you unless you hit the unsubscribe button, which I don't think that you're going to do, because you're thinking, these guys are so horrible. Are they going to get any worse? I'm so curious. I have to hear what worse sounds like. And you'll just wait until like the next episode. And what you'll be surprised with is actually, I think it is a ton of fuckery that is every once in a while interrupted by moments of brilliance. I think that's what it comes.
Okay, are you ready?
That's a good statement. That's a good statement. I like that.
A ton of fuckery that everyone strict. So the bottom line with the show is
punctuated with some moments of brilliance, right?
Right. It's a total fuckery punctuated by moments of brilliance, and I think that's why people stay subscribed to the program. But you say what, Strickland?
Okay. You know what we're gonna do? For anybody who's been crazy enough to stick around this long, for the episode that is named "Please Don't Listen to This Episode," okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We've already played the Girl from Ipanema music, right? There's another sound effect. Okay.
You're filling in bingo
let's
spots
see.
now.
We Turnkey Podcast. We want to mention the Slack group. These go to 11. I'm going to mention the Amazon link. Tim Ferriss. I think we actually did mention him earlier. Let's see. Tito's Vodka. We haven't talked Tito's Vodka in ages. Ages. What day is today? Hey, Eat, Sleep, Drink, Dubai. Can you tell us what day it is today?
What episode number is this?
Spam-a-lot. Total Spam-a-lot. Okay. We actually did mention the guys we fucked earlier.
Yep.
Let's see. Host picks
Mar,
a
you got
topic
your bingo.
with
You got your bingo board filled up yet?
No. Well, now I am. Man, you guys are
I already cut you off with a wheel spin. Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
How old are you? Exactly. That got me down.
Don't
right
forget
there.
to text. You got to text NiceGuys to 31996.
Yeah, don't forget.
Now Mar's looking at her own board thinking, wait a minute, if I get this one more that I can actually throw in myself, I'll actually have a bingo now.
Mar, give us all of your bingos, your bingo squares, two optional.
Yes, I have that one. Strickland says these go to 11.
Right.
Mar, I just said that. Mar, do you have an iPhone or something inferior?
I have an iPhone.
Just read your entire board,
okay.
Mar.
You can't get the guest has an inferior phone then, because Mar actually has an iPhone, right?
Gosh.
Hey, nice guy community, we apologize. Okay, we apologize.
I don't apologize. I don't. I'm telling you.
That's one of the squares, Doug. A nice guy apologizes.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Mar. Never mind. I'm not going to say this to Mar because that wouldn't be right. I was going to try
do
another square, but
you've already offended Mar once in this entire episode. So
hey, Mar, would you sleep with me for $1 million?
Whoa.
You're telling him. He's telling the prostitute joke, Mar. You gotta know that.
Exactly.
Yes, right.
You know what's another square that's hilarious that I forgot about?
What?
Doug mentions pajamas, which you did earlier.
Of course you did.
Pajamas.
You did.
Gotta love it.
But the Facebook group. Go to the Facebook shortcut group. What is it? Nice Guys Shortcut?
NiceShortcut.com.
NiceShortcut.com. That's right. And
you know
Strick, you better get on social media because you're kind of lagging. Actually, you're improving, but we need more.
We do need more. Please make sure everybody call 4242 DJ Doug. Leave us a message. And the last thing I'm going to say before we sign off. For those of you who are looking for an invitation to a party, 2-2 optional.
Yeah, I said that.
2-2 optional.
I said that. Yeah.
In this episode you did?
Yeah, I just did. Just a moment ago. You were talking, so you might not have heard.
Steve O'Brien, please take us the fuck out of here.
For the Nice Guys on Business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Fill up your week with the Nice Guys. 5 episodes a week. Isn't that like some kind of a war crime? Why don't you just waterboard these poor people?
Hey, before Steve takes us away, can I
Too
just
late.
say
No,
something?
it's done. It's over. I'm sorry. That was it. The episode is done. There is no before Steve takes us out of here, because as soon as I said that, it triggered it automatically, by the way. It's happening right now in the background. There's nothing I can do to stop it. It's voice activated.
It's voice activated.
I can't stop it. I would love to stop it. But it's an automated system.
Let me say this.
It's
That's
already
fine.
going.
Okay, Thursday show. Want to get to it?
Yeah, are we ready?
You didn't even do the speed read. We didn't even get to.
I know we did nothing. Okay, are we ready for the Thursday show?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. We're good.
Well, that's 20 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Oh, is it still on?